Alright, family, so it's time for another Unstoppable recap. I'm not gonna waste no time, I'm just going to jump right into it because that is what I love, I love until we just jump right to the point and we can get to hear the story. So here we go, another one, This lady shared some time ago on Unstoppable Live that she was in a relationship with a man who, from the break, she told him, listen, I don't do those things where you want to indulge in a like oral sex. It's something that he loved doing, and he must say, yo, if me I do it to you, then me I go want you to do it back to me. And she said she tell him from the get-go, no, I'm not into that. Well, them still stay together, and they were together for a number of years, and throughout those years, the brother stepped out numerous amount of times, and even with her very own friends, the man got to, and every time him go to them, it come back to her say him eat out the friend them underneath. Yes, and she felt so disrespected, humiliated, and it led to her, falling in a depression state, right? She had to be on depression medication and all of that. Family, it's just sad to listen to what this lady was going through. So, I'm going to take a listen to what she shared, and you can talk to me in the comment section, all right? Let's do it.
Okay. Well, I met a man in a little bit after Ivan, and I was just coming out of a marriage, my marriage breakup. So about a year before Ivan, my marriage breakup. So I met this guy, and we start to dating, and it happened that with dating, everything go good for about 4 years. I'm cutting it very short, because it's a long story, but I'm cutting it very short. Everything goes good for about 4 years. But before I started dating, we went to bed about 7, 8 months after we start dating, and he suggests that to me, and I tell him that I am not into it. That's not my life. So if he want to do it, I am not telling him to do it. I am not forcing him to do it, but I am not returning it back because it is not my thing. He said, okay, I must learn to please himself if I willing to do that. I said, fine, but remember, don't look for me to return back the favor. I said, okay. We did for about 4 years, everything was good and stuff like that. And about when in the 5th year now, I have a friend, I always lend her money and stuff like that. So I noticed one day somebody said to me, say, Jennifer, what is going on? You're such a star person. I said, what do you mean by it? She said, I went out at a function and I saw the two of them laugh. I said, what? So I didn't go the night. So I asked him about it. And he take down Gaddafi cross. Anyway, I went and I asked the girl. And she said, him tell her that me and him break up. I said, oh, but we was living together. I said, oh, you mean you and him break up? And so they said, then me and you are friend. And you used to come and borrow my money and stuff like that. And tell me things about him. And you turn around and go and put yourself with him. Anyway, I stopped talking to the girl. They talked for about 2 years. Because I stopped talking to him too. I break it off with him. So they talked for about 2 years, a year and a half. And then him and I break up. Him come back to me. I was alone for that time because I am afraid of going out there because I was in a long-term marriage and I was so scared. Even when I was talking to him, I didn't know what I was gonna do, how I was gonna feel and stuff like that. But anyway, I still trust and I talk to him. And him come back to me and things like that. Only to hear that the girl cuss him and stuff like that and say him put him out underneath her. So I asked him about it and he doesn't give me any answer. He just silent. Go on again until so every he for our past 15 years is about 6 person he's been within me. And each and every one of them he keep on putting his mouth under them. And I always find out.
You say you met him, and when you meet him, you and him get active, right? There are
Yeah,
certain sexual activities that he likes, but you are not a fan of these kind of things, is what you said, right?
yeah,
Now, because he likes these kind of things, him decides I'm gonna go elsewhere and get it while still staying with you.
yeah.
So, were you happy sexually with this man?
That is the problem. No. And so I know I can't come to myself what I really get myself into, because I am not happy with him. I am not comfortable with him. It's I right now I lose weight because I am so ashamed, because every time he go there, he did it with them, and he come back, and then he come back to my ears. I even went to church, and my pastor could afford to call me up and say, "What are you doing? Look at you. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve you. Why you staying there? I can't leave. Don't care what. If I live for a year, I can't talk to anybody. He walk down, he trouble people. If I talk to somebody with him not social, not friendship, he go to them, him threaten them. Him tell me say he can't make me not talk to nobody. And all those stuff like that. And
And
I am working.
you said these women. Now, before we get into the number of women, you said one of these persons were
Two of them.
two of,
Two of them.
two of these persons were him choose to go.
Last one happened last year. Yeah.
And you said these two people were him choose to go eat up like cupcake are your friends.
Yeah. Are my friends, was my friend. Last one, I introduced her to him because he didn't know the last one. I introduced her to him. But whenever I find out and I pass any remarks about them, he go back and tell them. So he keep bringing, and then he coming back and tell me what they are saying. Me show off and this. He keep bringing news to and from.
Yeah, because I remember you said to me that he is like having conversations about you and
Yeah,
him relationship with these women
ship
as well.
with them. Yeah, everything. Even about my family, them, everything. He go to them, discuss and tell. He used to give me money and stuff, and he does not give me anything more. And whatever they want, I find receipt where him send all money to them. Go to Jamaica and him send money to them. He tell all my son that he give me money, and if me give him a talk to a woman and give them my money, me war him, and he stop to completely give me money. And I don't know what to do again. I try in every way to get out, and I can't. So I go, as him come and say, I have to go back. So right now, my friends are saying that he tried me. I don't know. I don't want to believe in these things. So that's why I say I'm trying to get some advice. Because
How long you've
everybody
been in
have,
this relationship? Give me a time on it. A year. How many
for the
years?
past 15 years or more, from Ivan.
So you've been with this man for 15 years. How soon
Yeah,
in the relationship these problems started to arise?
everything go good for about 4 years. Everything. If I said my head hurt me, he's right there. If I say, hey, he's right there. So after going in the 5 years is when everything, all else start break loose. And he does not hide it. Last year he told me that since as I don't want to give it to him, I must come out of his place and make somebody who willing to give it to him. And that's what I do
Wait, let
when
me wait,
because I
wait,
couldn't get in the house.
wait. Let me ask you a question because more make sure that me and the viewers understand what's going on. You said unless you give him where him want, you must come out. Now he's the one who's going out there and putting him out under other woman. So what is the issue? Him want you allow him to put him out under you, or him want you to do things to him. What is the issue there? Which one
Me if you do
exactly?
go vice versa. He must do it to me and me must do it back to him.
Oh, but you refuse to do it back to him, and that is the issue.
Yeah, that is the issue.
Ah, okay. Now I understand. Now we understand. All
Yeah,
right. So,
yeah.
so if he is happy with these other women who him a go out there with, why is it that he not just go to them and stay with them? Why keep coming back to you?
That is what I want. Say I move out of his place and go to my bar full time and tell him say him not gonna do it again. Yeah, he doesn't hide it, and whenever he do it and I find out, he says me cause it. He
Why
never
mean
something him because of me cause.
why mean by a you cause it?
I don't know. So I ask him, I say, me, well, I can't even tell the word and put him out down on them in case he teeth and walk. So each time I ask him, he walk away. Right now, where I'm living, I live with him. I have my own plate, my own everything, and I have to keep washing everything with bleach, every utensil with bleach.
Because what, you fear germs?
Yes, yeah, and he give me disease already. Yes. He gave me all disease he gave me already. And he come to me and tell me that he need to take him to the doctor. I said, for what? Unstoppable, I nearly faint. I nearly faint.
No, I don't know if this is too personal, but what kind of disease was it, if you want to share?
Syphilis.
Thank God it was something curable. But I
I
hope
have
that
to do much injections and how many blood tests.
I hope that was something that opened your eyes and made you realize you had to leave.
But all of that, and so what I'm trying to tell you, I tried, but every time I come out and go away, go get a room to myself, he keep coming back. As he come and I see him, I have to go back, and I don't love it anymore. I left him more than twice.
So each
And
time you leave
struggle it on
him,
my own.
each time you leave him, how do you end up back with him?
Each time I leave him, always, sometime I end up him find out where I'm living, and him start to come there at night time, listen at the house if me and nobody in there, and watch me and stuff like that, drive down my vehicle and stuff like that, and come to my workplace, beg and come. I just have to it's like, just have to come, the dog, I just have to just go right back.
Yeah, but beg, no. See, that way you say a while ago was wrong. You just have to go right back because him beg like dog. If him beg, see, at the end of the day, in a call, there are so many things at risk right here, right? Your happiness is at risk. And the biggest thing of all is your health is at risk. This man already gave you a disease. That's the first thing right there, right? Thank God it was one where
Yeah,
you could have survived from. But
survive,
that
yeah.
should have been enough for you to say, listen, I'm done with this. You can't come back. Him could have come around and ball like a baby. You just allow him to make him ball.
I try. Whenever he goes to, I told him, I said to him, did you do me something? You know, if I ask him a question. Because one time I go to Jamaica and I see him come up with some vial something. I say him going to give me a bath. I say, what kind of bath? Him say, me say, no, me must have go church. Me say, no, me no want you bath me. Any bath, no one who Jesus will bath me. And after I gone to work today, I search his jacket pocket and I see him have some eye mark, love me. And I will take the picture of them and show it to one of my friends. My friend said, me tell you, say the man mess you up. Because there's no way on the earth you can afford. You know, not you. Are you? Look on you. You understand what I mean? And the last time again, he come up from Jamaica and he gave me something. I don't know what it was, but he decided to cook. And I vomit, I vomit, I vomit, I vomit. I don't know. I don't know because he to me, not to me, he indulged in certain things and I know that I see that. And whenever I go to church, him cuss me. He cuss whenever I go to church, he cuss me. So it's a long story because I book up on things upon him times and times. Him hide them under the bedding bag and stuff like that. And his spirit love me, command me, and all of those things him have.
So you're saying that you 100% sure this man is mixed up in some witchcraft
Yeah,
and
I
things?
know that 100% as a God, 100%. I know that he mixed up. That's why I go to more than one church to get prayer. And even New Year's, Christmas Eve, I go to church and the pastor must go into the sea and wash off and all of that. February, him come back again.
Hold on. February as in this February?
February, yes, Valentine.
So
Left his place from sometime in October. And don't talk to him none at all. Just from work to my house, work to my house.
do you think you're in fear of this man? Do you fear him?
No, because unstoppable you see picture. And I'm strong. I don't fear him. I don't fear him.
Now, as she said just now,
Not
I seen her photograph because she sent it to me, and I see I've seen what this lady look like, and I've also seen what this man looks like. And I should say, I mean, she look like she can
I am
snap
not
him like a
bragging.
matchstick stick.
Exactly.
She literally look like she can hold this man like so and just snap him like a matchstick stick, right? But also, when she told me about the situation, viewers, I said to her that she deserves much better than this because the situation that
That's
she
what
is
everybody
in.
said to me. Everybody said to me, I am so ashamed because each time I walk on the road, there is somebody that's saying something. There is somebody that's saying something, looking at me and saying something. Me a fool, me a idiot, and all those kind of stuff. Dirty man, them call him. That's what they call him, dirty man. And he buy 3 engagement and married ring for me. Asked me to marry him, and I turned on the 3 of them.
So why feel like, so if you are not satisfying him and giving him the things that he wants, why is it that he wants to marry to you though?
That is what I don't know.
You ever had that
I don't know.
conversation with him?
I asked him. He said because he loved me. I said to him, you cannot love somebody and do those things. He said, how can you expect me to marry to you when me married or whatever? I say, watch it, man. Watch her show off and I go on and a man will stop me out, walk and me out to man creative. He said, me and my people run my life. Me and my people live my life for me. In there, they asked him about it sometime last week, and he said, he mustn't come back and dig up the past, must let go the past.
So is he still involved with these women who were your former friends? You know if he's still involved with them or not?
To be honestly, I searched him phone and he still call them and them still call him. And one of the woman, anywhere it is, all right, it reach a point and stop where every morning, the last one, every morning, 8 o'clock, I am ready with him, and every morning, 8 o'clock, that's what they break me down. Every morning, 8 o'clock, she call him get up and him try go to work. Right in front of me, I'm sitting down there. And every evening, I reach back to work, from work by like 4:35. And every evening, by 5 o'clock, she call me again. Him go back for her at work.
Carla,
And when he come in bed, you hear me?
yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yes. And when she call him at evening time, in the morning time, she him have to carry her go work. And at evening time, I have to pick her up. When he come pick her up at evening time, him come in bed and go back at her house. Come in after 11, after 12, and I'm right there. So that was what break me down because I was saying to myself, oh, can't what really happened? Oh, Mr. Song on this, what is really going on? That is when I take a step and I say, no, man, something wrong.
This man clearly has no respect for you, Clearly,
Exactly.
he has
And
no
my,
respect for you.
and my son is right here. Me most night, my son have to sit down and comfort me and say, Mommy, me see where I go on. Just try to get on and come out time, please. And by the time he come out, him start walk up and down and tell people say me move out and them something there.
So tell us about the instance where you ask him about the putting him head on the other woman and him say, are your fault and just walk well if you like him not even give
All
a
right.
care
The
in this
girl
world.
that I introduced to him, I said to him, say, give her work when she have work because I know her is my little friend. He said, okay. It happened that they start to work together, kind of painting work together. So I noticed him start to go on funny and funny and funny. So I said, one day, one morning I was going to work, my vehicle breakdown. I get a bloat. I didn't have a spare tire. So I called my tell him to come and drop me to work because my tire bloat. I didn't have a spare. And when he commissioned, she was in the front. So I said to myself, so why she's in the front and she's not him come pick up him home and she sit down in the front and she screw up her face. So from there, so my instinct just tell me that something wrong. So anyway, it go on and go on and go on and go on until him just come in one day and say me say, sorry, but you find somewhere I'm going to call me happy with you. So I said, okay, fine. Just give me some time to get somewhere. And I get somewhere and I come out. By the next morning, I went to do my nails, but it's seen on the building. When I come down the morning to do my nails, it's the woman me see in the yard. So me come and me say, oh, me say, this a go on. Early in the morning, someone said this a go on. She not say nothing. something. I remember my friend, So I went away. So after now, go on the road now, and I heard that is him and her. So I say, shit, I really rose. And, such and such. Anyway, it happened that's what him do, how him doing thing. I know how him doing thing. So when I come back now, him come for me about a month after that, come back for me. So when I come back, him ask me for dirty clothes. So I was washing dirty clothes, and I go in the dirty clothes basket, and I take my clothes one by one. So I saw towel messed up. So when I see towel messed up, I say, wait. So I call him. So I say, XYZ, what is that towel for? I say, you really do that? You really put smoke down underneath her? But I said to man, because you caught it, and just walk away. Just like that. Somebody what I introduced to him.
You
Just
know what?
walk away and just like
You, so, Carla, are you saying that this man is disrespecting you to the level that him all bring the woman them when ma cheat on you with in the house, in the same bed where you and him a sleep in?
same bed. Same bed. But after listening to your program, and because nobody know. Just my pastor always said to me, say, Jennifer, you work better than that, and stuff like that. And everybody, of course, I say, me too fool. And if I find something I'm good about myself, because the man fix me. You get my point? And at least after listening to the program, I say, you know what? I'm gonna call in to answer for the program and get some advice and really, really find out what's really going on.
And I'm
Listen
sure
to the advice and
I'm sure
how strong.
I'm sure the viewers are itching right now to call in and share how them feel tonight. I'm quite sure about it. But before we even get
I
to that,
try, I try in so many ways, but as I leave, by the time I leave, a month or 2 months after, he come right back, and that is it.
no one else caught your attention where you could have said, you know what, whenever time you leave him, no one else caught your attention where you say, you know what, let me move on, leave this man.
I get involved. He went away for 2 years. He went back home for 2 years, and I get involved with somebody. And by the time within the 2 years, he come up back. And when he come up back, that is when he buy the first ring, Carrot, because I told him from down there, say, I have seen somebody in favor business with that. Me can't tell you that. When he come up back, he come straight round there and bring the ring them. And I tell him, say, keep them. I don't want them. And he said to me, say, I bet you, I make you stop. Him say, I bet you mash up the relationship there. I bet him, if me want you stop talking, you can stop. You have to stop talking. I bet you mash up the relationship. And it did happen.
All right. Now,
And it did happen.
Carla, let me say this
And
to
I
you.
said, oh God, it just happened.
Let me say this
Did
to you.
happen just like that.
It's possible that this man have you not under some spiritual control, but psychological control. That is possible, you know. It is possible that psychologically him have you. Right? A lot of persons may believe in the whole phobia thing and all of
But
that.
what I am saying, I don't love him. And I end up where I was depressed.
Mm-hmm.
I fall into depression, and it's not somebody will say me mad in love with her, stuff like that. I left my husband, walk away, left him with house and everything, and I didn't fall in depression.
Mm-hmm.
And it is nothing compared to my husband.
Right, but it doesn't have to be anything that have to do with spiritual um demons or anything like that. That's what I'm saying. It can be a
Okay.
case that him have you psychologically controlled. That can be the issue as well. Because if him know your trigger, all him need to do is know your trigger, right? And him just do whatever it takes. And because him have your mind so controlled, because just by what you say a while ago, him say to you, say, I bet you say by the time I come. Because see, we some men knows how to play with a woman's mind. Let's use that. Right? Some men know how to
Yeah.
play with a woman's mind. And if he is one of those men who knows how to control you mentally, he's possibly doing that, right? And have you feeling like you have no control over this relationship, right? So you first have to break that chain where him have around you mentally. You first have to break that and say, listen, I'm going to
The
let
last,
loose from this man right here. Because your weakness, it not have nothing to do with no voodoo. Honestly, I can tell you that. It not have nothing to do with no voodoo. You know you don't love him. You know you don't want to be with him, right? It has nothing to do with no voodoo. And because your mind I tell you, say, oh, this man is a spiritual worker, and people I tell you, say, yo, he mix up in a certain things or whatever, you're believing it. But that is your mistake right there, Carla.
no, not people telling me, me, I saw them for myself.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
You see, all right, you see, in the night when I'm sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
he have a thing in his toy like a four corner, and he has to put it under his pillow to sleep. That is one.
Mm-hmm.
He have some highlight he use. Sometimes I said to him, say, smell the highland, them stink.
Mm-hmm. But say, Carla, this is what I'm
Him
saying.
say every morning.
But Carla, this is what I'm saying. All these things that you're telling me can be exactly how he is controlling your mind as well, you know. Them say seeing is believing, right?
Okay.
You might be seeing these things, and because you're seeing these things, you're saying, yo, that money I mix up in these things, you know, and impossibly have me that way there, him probably tie me. And because you're telling yourself this, you believing it, Carla. So, like I'm saying, you need to first stop believing that him have you under some kind of spiritual lockdown, right? You need to
Yeah.
first start believing that. Tell yourself that. Thank you, Chrissy. Your eyes are deceiving you, Carla. Your eyes, I see what him a do, and I tell your brain, say, listen, this man have me spiritually locked. That is what is happening, right? So you now first have to look at it and say, wait a minute, man. This thing now go overpower me, you know. Whatever him a do now go overpower me, right? So you need to look at it, step back and say, I am going to walk away and I'm going to leave this man. I'm not going to
Yeah,
believe that he
because
mixing a little voodoo foolishness, right? That is the first thing. You have to first start believing it that nothing no go so. And break that chain where you have wrapped up around your mind mentally believing that, yo, this man have you under some spiritual lock why you cannot leave him. That is not the issue. The issue here is this man, right, have you locked mentally. That is the issue right there.
okay.
But go right ahead, Carla.
Yeah, what I'm saying I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get some counseling because I am some depression pill
Mm-hmm.
and I have two more to refill. And after that, I said I'm gonna get some counseling, go to a counseling session, and get some help.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I can't tell you, say him if I lick me, him don't put him on me.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just verbally abusive.
Yeah, but I mean, whether I'm putting him on fire or not, he's still abusing you emotionally.
Yeah,
You're still being emotionally abused because, first of all, if him a disrespect you and I talk you any kind of way and I bring woman in the same bed where you sleep with him and all of these things, that's still emotional abuse. So you're still
even when
suffering.
I get my day off, from work, even if I feel tired, I have to cook, I have to wash, same way. I can't get myself I'm not cooking, I'm not washing, I'm tired. If you not do it, go get somebody and come and do it, And it's them way them go on. And him don't hide it, him show it up. One night we went because he have his company has function every year. And every year we are together, I go with him. And the one year before last I went with him. And right in front of me a girl was there. This girl just extra nowadays. Me and him stand up there, and the girl come up at the bar. And when the man see the girl, the man pull up in front and go up to the girl and look up on the girl face and one and walk. I mean, but not easy. Imagine me and you come somewhere and you do that in front of me. And you know what I do the night? I walk out the place, jump in the car, and drive it away, come home. And he come home and made him have a show, a cuss, a quarrel over it. Now go to me again, me a idiot, and any man me having a one man see. And I say, go on.
Because you should do more than that. You shouldn't just jump in at the car and drive go straight home. You should jump in at the car, drive go straight home, pack up everything and leave. That's what you should have done. I mean, judging that you had somewhere to go though.
Yeah, I did have somewhere to go at the time.
Well, you need to pack up everything and leave and done with him right now, this minute. And I know it's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. It is easier said than done. I know. But
My biggest problem is right now is that my daughter, I have a daughter in the States, and right now she don't talk to me from the other day. She said she lose respect for me because this man do too much thing. She lose respect for me, and me not supposed to sit down and make one man doing those things because she have friends here and she hear everything.
you have any kids with him?
No,
You have any financial ties with him?
well, I don't know. The first when me and my husband just break up, he I don't know if it's that way. He was there for me in the like for the first 4 years. He was there for me. I'm not gonna tell you a lie because all of my appliances I have in my house is him bought me them. I don't know if it's that's why I'm saying because he was there for me. And so, I don't know. Me just like I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, so when you hear it, right, it was a good little mouthful, but it did not stop there. Her story had a lot more to it. But if you want to listen to everything that was shared, click the link that's in the description and also pinned in the comments, and it will take you on over to Unstoppable Live where you can listen to the rest of the story in its entirety. When you go over there, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so whenever we do go live, you can get notified so you can participate in the live stream, call in, give your opinion and your take on whatever the topic may be at that time. Also, hit the subscribe button right here as well on the recap channel. So once we drop a recap, you do not miss it. Seeing? Watching the man. Until the next Unstoppable recap, stay strong, stay motivated, but most of all, remain unstoppable.
Unstoppable.